Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, me and my group member, which is Nuha Aqilah, Natasha, Norhidayah, and me, Maziatul Afiqah, will present about the topic price floor. Now I will talk about the definition of price floor. Price floor is an established lower boundary on the price of commodity in the market. The government usually set out a price floor in order to ensure that the market price of the commodity does not fall below a level that would threaten the financial existence or procedure of the commodity.
Okay, there is a two type of price floor. First of all is the binding price floor. Binding price floor is the price floor that is greater than the equilibrium market price. This price floor is set above the market price because of the excess supply. The next is non-binding price floor. This price floor is lower than the equilibrium market price. If the price floor is set below the market price, it has no effect on the market price. So to increase the understanding on these two types of price floor, let's go further the binding price floor. So we can see that this is the curve where P is the equilibrium market price and quantity, and Q is the equilibrium market quantity. So at the price P, the consumer's demand for the commodity equals the producer's supply of the commodity. So when the government establishes a price floor, which means that the price floor is set above the equilibrium market price. This means that the prices in the market can fall below price floor. So at price floor, consumer demand is QD and the producer supply is QS. So the effect of this price floor is the market does not clear because there has not reached the equilibrium in market price and there is an excess supply of amount QS over the QD. Other than that, the price floor set above the market price can cause an excess supply, which I can see that the line A, B, this is a surplus happen because supply is tempted by the higher prices, they would increase their production. Other than that, producers are better off because if the higher price, higher than the equivalent price, makes up for the lower quantity sold, while consumers are always worse off because they must pay more for a lower quantity. And next, a non-binding price floor. Okay, this type of price floor is set below the equilibrium market price. So at price PF, consumer demand is QD, more than Q due to the downward sloping demand curve, while the producer supply is QS less than Q due to upward sloping supply curve. However, the non-binding price floor doesn't affect the market, producers, and consumers. The market price still remains P and the quantity demanded and supply remains Q. Okay, why it doesn't affect the market price? Because the price at which the good is actually sold and not what the price would be in a perfect competition.
Okay, now I will continue with the pros and cons of floor price. Okay, floor price, it gives benefits to the producers because they are able to sell the good and service at a price which is above the normal price. They will make extra profits from this. However, it gives negative impacts to the consumers because the consumers have to pay more money in order to buy the good and service. When the demand of the good and service are decreased because the price of the good and service are increased, it will encourage to the oversupply and inefficient because the production of the good and service are too much. If the minimum wage is set above market price, employers may distribute more work among few workers and terminate rest of the workers in order not to pay more wage to them. So from this, we can see that the floor price, it will lead to the unemployment. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next is for the example of application of price floor. First, Ministry of Human Resources found that 24% of the employees working in private sector in Malaysia earn less than 700 ringgit per month, which is below minimum income people need for living. So due to this situation, government of Malaysia decided to implement the minimum wage. Due to increase of price floor because of taxes, increase of overall price in Malaysia, the labourers deserve an increase in the minimum wages while working. At first, Malaysian Trade Union Congress want to increase the minimum wages of the workers to 1,200 ringgit, but Malaysian Employees Federation wants the minimum wages to remain as the old one. So, the Malaysia government decided to increase to 1,000 ringgit for the minimum wages of the workers in Malaysia. Okay, before the Malaysian government implement the minimum wages policy, the wages for the workers in the labour market is at its equilibrium price. Furthermore, when there is no minimum wage policy in a nation, a competitive labour market is present where the economic supply is maximized. As we all know, the equilibrium price of the wages for the workers is established when the supply curve and demand curve meet together in labour market. So the market equilibrium price of labour maximizes the sum of consumer and producer supplies. It is the interaction between the labour demand and labour supplies that determines the market equilibrium wages for the workers in the labour market. So the implementation of minimum wages policy increases the price of wages for workers above the market equilibrium.
For conclusion, price controls distort the working of the market and lead to oversupply or shortage. They can exacerbate problems rather than solve them. There may be occasions when price control can help, for example, with highly volatile agricultural price.